The sustainability of being beyond keto is amazing. Diet is a big factor, but it's not the only factor. We use nutritional ketosis, or parts of it, to build that foundation, that fat-adapted foundation. Hi, if you've wound up here on this video, you're probably looking to find some answers on what is the best way to increase your performance and health using diet. And to start off, I'm going to tell you, diet is a big factor, but it's not the only factor. And what we've got here is this binary thinking where we've got this high carb traditional sports nutrition belief that you need massive amounts of carbohydrates to perform well. And then you have the keto camp espousing the benefits of keto. Well, it's not either keto or high carb. It's about you, the individual. There's a diet for you that's your diet, and that diet is actually dynamic. So as you move along on the spectrum and get yourself more fat adapted, that diet will actually change and it'll get for the better. But let's just start here. Perhaps you're in the keto sphere and you've heard about Vespa, or you've heard about this optimized fat metabolism or OFM program, and you're curious. Or you're from the high carb camp and you've finally realized that massive amounts of carbohydrates really translates to consuming massive amounts of sugar. And sugar is a bad thing, right? So consuming lots of it can't be good. Or you've been one of those athletes that's starting to see GI issues, maybe some metabolic syndrome or weight gain or energy swings. So you're looking for some answers, and you've heard about keto, but it just seems too radical. So today, whether you're a high carber or a keto person, we're going to take you beyond keto. And the first thing I want to say is nutritional ketosis is real. There's a sound foundation, there's good science, but like building a house, we use nutritional ketosis, or parts of it, to build that foundation, that fat-adapted foundation that you can build upon. And if you're building a house, do you stop at the foundation? Heck no. You got to frame it up, you got to put siding, you got to put drywall. There's a lot of different pieces into building that house. But do you want a good foundation? Absolutely. And that's where nutritional ketosis plays a major role in OFM. And this is how we take you beyond keto. Now, the good news is virtually all the people we work with, once we get them through that initial hard reset phase and start to work with them in their training and their lifestyle, and start to reintroduce carbohydrates in their training or in their meals, timed strategically so they can get the benefits and minimize the downside risk, their carbohydrate tolerance window opens way up. And this is the beauty about going beyond keto. You not only get the performance benefits, but the sustainability of being beyond keto is amazing. All our athletes say this is the most sustainable, easy to do dietary aspect they've ever had, because you're not hangry and have to eat now. You make good decisions. You automatically portion control, but you can also tolerate the occasional carbohydrates. You can go to a party and have birthday cake and ice cream on occasion if you have children, or that occasional social occasion where you're having beer and pizza. I'm not saying you're doing it constantly, but the fact that you have a metabolism that is so fat adapted that the occasional carbohydrate load doesn't impact you is one of the biggest reasons to go beyond keto. Now, where do you start, right? Well, you start by downloading our free ebook, and that's available at beyondketo.info. So we've made this book a very simple way to cut through the well-intended, but a lot of times out of context for you, information in the keto sphere, so that you can understand the role that ketosis has as a foundation, but then learn how your body actually can tap into the limitless energy supplies you have as fat, as glycogen, how your liver can make both ketones and glucose without catabolizing muscle protein to supply the vast majority of your energy needs, and then top it off with some strategic carbohydrates or ketone esters or ketone salts or nut butters or whatever your exogenous extra fuel of choice is, and get your best performance and optimize both your health and performance so that you can move beyond keto and reach your health and performance potential. So check it out, beyondketo.info. Thanks very much for listening.